Oh, there you are. Just did a Jimmy Kimmel back tonight. This will be out in a couple days probably. But you can go watch the Jimmy Kimmel one on the Adventure channel. I talked about it. Smoke a cigar. I'm going to do one for the other channel too as well. The Daily Woo channel is slowly dying. He's at 25,000. And I don't have these great channels, either one, okay? So I'm not, it's sad to see a channel like his regurgitate Disney over and over again, okay? Go home and do week 4, which will be out tomorrow. On the 24th day of week 4, I was 9 for 7. I'll take it. Not a very good week, but I'll take it, man. Goddamn Lions beat Jailbirds. Would have been 10. Vikings go overseas. Pencil dick. You go to Dublin. So, I've been busted out for stealing the golf clubs by the clone. And Carl did something about it. And yeah, I had an associate. His name is Chris Ranson from draftutopia.com. He's a friend of mine. He's a board member of SPEC. You know, I found him over on TalkShoe, and he became a friend, and he's got a very nice website, draftutopia.com. So, good young man. Does good work. And you want to write for somebody in sports, he's got to write for. Good guy. All those guys I met were fun. So Chris Ranson, yes. The golf clubs. Why not? You know, I need another set, even though I have unofficially 3. I got 2. One down at my mom's house that I bought down in Surprise, and I have one at my house, because I haven't played golf in years. Since the last time you guys saw those videos going to see golf balls. I do want to get out this year one time before I... So, anyways, so let's talk about the imbecile, the dimwit, New York Dan. I kind of went through it till he got bitching about me. And he said in the comments that I'm jealous. No. The only cruise I'd go on by myself, if I'm a single man, I want to get my balls cracked, would be Viking. A Viking's a great cruise line. It's 21 or older, no casinos. No kids. If I'm going to go on a ghetto cruise by myself, it's going to be a single cruise where I want to get my balls cracked. Like-minded people, right? That's what you go on those cruises for, okay? He's just an idiot. He's talking about Jimmy Kimmel and he's calling him Bimble. There's no B in there. I'm like, he's trying to pronounce Kimmel. I'm going to probably start saying Kim. I had to think before I did my video. He comes back tonight, right? Because they capitulated. Language of money, that's why he's coming back. Talked about it. That's what they do in the NHL, NFL, NBA. They speak the language of money when things don't go right. And ABC lost a lot of money. Free speech. But New York Dan, the dimwit, I'm just like, what the hell are you talking about, man? He's got notes a mile long. It was an hour video. I mean, really? So I kind of went through it until the halfway through, and you kind of go through, and you know, he's talking rules. He reminds me a lot of Cartbagger's little brother because he talks really, really, really slow. You know, New York Dan. Talking about barium exposure. You know, doesn't know if he's alive or not, doesn't know what to do. He's out of the coffin, talking about blind views. And listen, sweetheart, Florida, I've been to Cocoa Beach. Not, sorry, man. Florida, too hot, no one speaks English. What's that place, all the golf courses there? My next door neighbor's mom and dad live there. And they stay in Reno. They live in a condo or somewhere in Reno, and then they go to their house out there in that where the hell that golf course place is. I guess Sarasota. Tim's been there. It's too damn hot. Florida is just no one speaks English. My niece was down there in that area by Cocoa Beach. We went down there for my birthday 3 years ago. It was in August. Fun. The company I worked for, the hair care company, International Hair Goods, we bought a company in Fort Lauderdale. I had to go down there during the when that one kid they came in and the kid was, the mom drowned. I was in the hotel looking out when that happened, watching it happen in front of me. So I've been there. It's too hot. No, thank you. I'm going to retire somewhere. It's either going to be Reno, Nevada, no taxes, or I'm going to go somewhere in Tennessee where I can somewhat enjoy year-round weather. Got to worry about tornadoes in Tennessee. I'm not going to Florida. I'm not jealous of blind views. Or you. Yeah, right. I'm jealous of going on a ghetto cruise. But he's just so dumb. He's just an imbecile. I'm just like, I'm like, what are you talking about? But he's explaining, you're going to go on a loner cruise again, and that people recognized him on the cruise. When I was in St. Martin 4 years ago, I was putting up some shorts periodically when I was on the cruise, and people recognized me because when they were looking for St. Martin videos, hey, I saw your video. It wasn't like to recognize it because of my channel. People claiming people recognize them. I highly doubt it, but it's because he's putting those videos up one after another, so they're searching for it, and that comes up for them. They don't recognize that, oh, you're my favorite YouTuber. My name is New York Dan. I'm just like listening to this moron. He's like, then Jimmy Kimmel. I'm like, there's no B in there. I just don't get it. Oh, there you go, right there. He's talking about his cheap Walmart camera. Okay, I have a GoPro 10 and this bad boy, the Action 4. You go underwater, I'm taking this camera, I'm taking my GoPro 10, not some cheap camera that you have to stabilize after the fact, okay? It's just, living with his mom in the apartment, claiming he's a day trader, just come clean. But it's like, my God. He's a prime example why the hunch Donald J. Trump can brainwash dumbass white boys like him. Because he's so stupid. The Barham exposure behavior, the clone, he doesn't know what to do because he believed what he hears, You saw the video come out yesterday, the clone pissing and moaning, whining about me, too afraid to say my name. At least he knows how to say my name. I just sometimes people function in this world really brainwashed. They find YouTube, and all of a sudden their friendship circle is on the other side of this camera. Just like Passing Through Productions. Nice people, but their whole life is YouTube. If you go back in Passing Through Productions, Google it, go way back in their archives. Him, that one guy, Demonic Abyss, his wife, and one other guy got in a car and drove down to watch Carpetbagger wrestle. Because their whole life, and I get he does some good Daily Woo ones, but I like YouTube, but I also like working. I love making videos, I reaction, I talk about things. But I'm just like, listen to this idiot mumble along here and talk real slow. It's New York Dan, the imbecile. He's literally a stupid does Forrest Gump. Just real stupid. I don't like calling that. I don't hate the guy. Ding-a-ling, same thing. Oh, there you are. And that one guy we talked on the podcast yesterday, came out last night. Casey Grit said that new stalker will knock on his door. He will knock on that door. He will. He's absolutely right. He will knock on that door. Oh, wow. Gonna make the light. Can't believe it. I think. Yep. Sue Ellen beat Reds. She loves running red lights more than I do. And she bitches that she was in the intersection. Yeah, okay. But I just... Oh, New York Daniel. Then, Mr. Pitchulator himself, who pitchulated to his wife about being a gay man. Nothing wrong with that. She became bitter, and he died. I saw him. Busted me out for sending Chris Ranson, one of my associates, down to get those clubs. Johnny Vegas clubs. Yeah, okay. So what? I'm not going to go down. I don't have time to do that behavior. I lost money going out to pay respects to him. I lost money in Gurr to go down there. Well, go over to Michigan to say goodbye to Barium Exposure, right? I mean, the clone is just ranting and raving. He's triggered. Oh my God, so mad at New York Daniel. Didn't put his whole name in there, which he's going to do it. You might as well, like I do. Yeah, you know, Johnny Vegas got hold of me and said, hey, dude, man. That's the way she is. Speaking of when I had Casey Gritz on, there was a guy here in town on one of our last cruises we went on. We were in, I think, St. Martin. No, we poured it in. We got back and we were in Puerto Rico, right? And she's reading the news. We get back, right? And somebody was a radio on 89.3, great station. And she was the morning girl, really good, played great music. It's a great station, right? Somebody, like a New York Dan, sent her an email, hey, my dog died. So what did she do? She responded back to him and said, hey, sorry to hear that. What did he do? All of a sudden there's that connection, like that new stalker, the cooking guy. He ends up go, you know, cause you can find where she lives, probably follow her back from the station, and stalked her. Literally showed up at her house, dropping down flowers. If I'd been her husband, that guy had been executed because he chased him off. I would have just said, clear is in danger. So we're talking about that before, when you can connect people on YouTube better than you can in real life with, like, so it's the same thing. That guy with Sarasota Tim sends him emails, connects with him. Now he drives by. Next is knock on the door. You know, hey Tim. Because Tim, it's like Wonder Hussy. If I responded, we'll exchange emails back and forth once in a while, and I email something. But all of a sudden I can say, oh, Wonder Hussy, exchange it. I'm going to go stand outside her house out there at Death Valley, what people have done. No, I'm not. She's a nice young lady. I'll support her. She's a crazy woman and a sweetheart. But doesn't mean all of a sudden I can show her house. Hey, we explained emails together. Come on, man. That's the problem with the haters around here. Yeah, you get so excited with, you know, Sarasota Tim. But yeah, I did send down to get those golf clubs. And no, I do not love Sarasota Tim. 2 videos of that idiot. I like Morning, who wants to have his baby. We all know that. But I just think New York Dan's just a total idiot. New York Dimwit, he's a fool. It's just, I don't understand it, man. A lot of YouTubers I like, but I'm not going to be exchanging emails back and then feel I'm dissed and then go by their house, which that idiot does, that cook guy. I don't get it. You know, I did an open face hot dogs last night. We'll be out in October after you see some driving videos coming up. I drove down Lake Street at night in the daytime. Those will be out later. The Casey Gritz cooking show, because he whined that he didn't get a good enough moment. I'm also going to go get a steak, which I guess Sarasota Tim said they're bad at that store. And I'm going to put it on that same griddle and cook it on there in 57 ketchup sauce. I'll do that on there too as well. So we're going to do some other stuff on there. So, but, you know, yeah. So what? The clone called me out. And Carl called me out. We're going to puff these big ones bigger. So, yeah. It's the way it goes, man. I got called out. I capitulated the golf. Well, I can't say bitch please, but I will. The clone gets all mad, so. It's the way it is. The man's dead. New York Dan doesn't know what to do because he's an absolute idiot. Can't pronounce Kimmel. I'm gonna say, now that you did that, it's in my head right now. But, Jimmy Kimmel. See, he was saying gimbal. I'm like, oh my God. I go, really? So now that I've listened to that, you know, Jimmy Kimmel. See, I can't say it now. But They capitulated because why? The language of money. That's why he's back. Plain and simple. Okay? So that's, I mean, Disney did, man. They did, man. They said, well, okay, we're losing money because people are going to start canceling culture. That's why he's back. Because they're, you know, I talked about it in the other video. I'll talk about it now. Let's put it all together in one video. Like in sports, what do? They find the players, language of money. Love to have my own Tony Bellino in New York, right? On YouTube. And walk around, he has 6 children. He's got GER, right? He doesn't need some money, but he takes his money out of a evidence locker and gives out money to people every single night. He gives money away. They speak language of money. That's what they did. Jimmy Kimmel. See, I can't pronounce it. He's back. But they capitulated because people were speaking the language of money. And the hunch, the draft dodger, convicted felon, adjudicated rapist, now wants Pam Bondi, to attack his enemies. What do you think Hitler did? Like I said, work practice on handicapped children, old people, to practice on Jews, and got rid of people he didn't like. I love free speech. It's a great thing. You want to have hate speech? Have at it. I'm not listening to that behavior. But it is what it is, man. So, he's back. Language of money. This will be out, I don't know, maybe Thursday or something, whatever. So, I don't know. We live in a really real world. Like I told Swellen last night, I said, we are at the gates of hell. This country is, how everyone's acting. With New York, Dan, that's why people get brainwashed. Dumbass white folk, because you're just too stupid and too dumb. And the golf clubs, yeah. Chris Ranson lives in Pennsylvania. He lives close. I said, can you do me a favor? Since I love Sarasota Tim, right? That guy will, like Casey Grit said, he will go knock on that door. Again, I'll go back to the Wonder Hussy because we got back for numerous emails. I'll tell her, because she's driving the Oregon coast right now. She's going to see her, she's an auntie. It's like all of a sudden I'm going to knock on her door. It's something I've done. Hey, Hussy, we've exchanged emails, man. How about it, man? Do you really love me? It's just strange. But this hater community makes me laugh. It makes me cry. It makes me scream, warning, Mighty Python! You know, Carl, all of them, you know, Dingling, this new idiot. All over a YouTuber, right? Past Due Productions, obsessed with Daily Woo, you know, Carpetbagger, whatever else. God bless them all. I work for a living. To me, YouTube is a fun place to have some fun, make videos. People rip on me, I rip on people. I do without vulgarities or doxing people, right? So anyways, guys, we're getting the hood. We're going to do week 4 of the National Fixing League. That'll be out on Wednesday. This might be out on Thursday. So, Draft Dodger 2 as well. I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky. All right? See you guys all later from the outskirts. Bitch, please. And I mean bitch, please. Dear Dan. Oh, my goodness.